The Matrix is real and most people are trapped in it. Consider how most people live. They wake up early in the morning, get dressed, drive straight to work, spend about 8 hours at a job they hate, drive home, surf the internet or watch TV, and repeat. Go to bed for most of their life, the next day the same routine. Our culture considers this way of life normal and even healthy, but if you stop and think about it, it's not healthy at all. Rather sick. Life can be incredibly beautiful, but we waste it instead of making the most of it. That's because they're programmed to believe that this is the only way to live. Customs, traditions, and dogmatic beliefs have turned us into ignorant automatons following predetermined paths imposed by society. However, this programming allows us to realize that it is in our hands to change the way we live, muster enough courage in our hearts to break when we think and act differently. Then life can be transformed into a celebration of joy, creativity, love, and play. 1. Stop giving your power to outside authorities. When we were children, most of us were taught to doubt ourselves, and most of the time we only do what outside authorities tell us to do. We no longer trust ourselves and let others take responsibility for our lives. For example, we support corrupt politicians who lie to us only to satisfy their thirst for power, while in reality we have choices given to us in a pseudo-democracy, but they are more likely to be ignorant of us. We indulge in the illusion that we are choosing a better future. The systems are very limited and basically the same. If you really want to make a positive difference in the world, stop entrusting your life to others and take responsibility for yourself. Plus, join a community of like-minded people and work together to help build a better welfare system that works for everyone, not just the 1%. 2. Question the current economic system. Our global economic system creates money out of debt because essentially all money is borrowed with interest. This means that there will always be less money than debt in the economy, and people cannot compete well in the market, leading to economic inequality and social strife. Also, our economic system is based on unlimited growth. In other words, people have to consume something all the time to keep money circulating in the economy and keep people busy. This requires not only the overexploitation of natural resources, but also the production of incredible amounts of toxic waste, polluting the very planet we depend on and share with countless other beings. 3. Detach yourself from consumption. We grew up in a consumer culture that believed that money could buy everything we needed and bring lasting happiness to our lives. This leads to endless purchases of products and services, but always dissatisfied and asking for more. The truth is that shopping can only provide a temporary and superficial substitute for what we really need. What we need is not possessions or services, but love, intimacy, connection with the natural world, etc., is an open-minded experience. Once you reach this realization, you will stop worrying about what to buy next and instead invest your time and energy in things that are actually important to your well-being and happiness. 4. Detach yourself from consumption. We grew up in a consumer culture that believed that money could buy everything we needed and bring lasting happiness to our lives. This leads to endless purchases of products and services, but always dissatisfied and asking for more. The truth is that shopping can only provide a temporary and superficial substitute for what we really need. What we need is not possessions or services, but love, intimacy, connection with the natural world, etc., is an open-minded experience. Once you reach this realization, you will stop worrying about what to buy next and instead invest your time and energy in things that are actually important to your well-being and happiness. 5. Beware of the media. Knowledge is power, yet we are drowning in an ocean of information. Corporate media often presents us intentionally with carefully crafted, false or misleading information in order to manipulate us and serve its vested interests or agenda. Sadly, most people rarely realize that, and end up becoming a cog in the wheel of a propaganda machine that's filling their minds with lies and half-truths. Truth seekers don't accept anything on faith alone. Instead, they try to find evidence to support the information they're presented with, and if there's none, they don't hold that information as true or valid. In addition, they do their best to develop a spherical understanding of reality by looking into as many sources of information as they can, even if those are opposing each other. If you don't like being deceived, misled and controlled, and sincerely want to better understand what's going on in the world, be sure to do enough research to expose yourself to plenty of different sources of information, and use critical thinking in order to evaluate it. Seeking the truth is an arduous path, but in the end it's totally worth it.